Have you ever wondered what you would do if you were completely, utterly alone, with nothing but your own will to survive? Imagine this. A commercial flight, cruising high above the vast, unforgiving Amazon rainforest. Suddenly, a violent thunderstorm rips the plane apart in midair. It plummets into the dense green canopy below, vanishing without a trace. 4 days, rescue teams scour the area, but the jungle guards its secrets well. They find nothing. No wreckage, no survivors. Everyone on board is declared lost. The world moves on, mourning the 92 souls believed to have perished in the tragedy. But the world was wrong. One person survived the fall. One person woke up amidst the chaos. A 17-year-old girl, still strapped to her seat, surrounded by the debris of her former life. This is the unbelievable true story of Julianne Copy, the girl who fell from the sky and walked out of the jungle alone. On Christmas Eve, 1971, LANSA Flight 508 was en route to Pucallpa. Among the passengers was Julianne, a high school senior, traveling with her mother to meet her father, a renowned zoologist. They were excited, looking forward to spending the holidays together. But fate had a different, terrifying plan. As the plane flew into a massive storm, severe turbulence began to shake the aircraft violently. Luggage and Christmas presents flew through the cabin. Then, a blinding flash of lightning struck the wing. The plane began to disintegrate. Julianne remembered the deafening roar of the wind as she was ejected from the aircraft, still buckled into a row of seats, spiraling down 2 miles toward the earth. The dense jungle canopy, which had hidden the crash site from rescuers, cushioned her fall, saving her life. When she regained consciousness the next day, the world was a blur of green and pain. She had a broken collarbone, a deep gash on her leg, and a severe concussion. Her glasses were gone, and she couldn't see well. The eerie silence of the jungle was broken only by the drip of rainwater and the buzz of insects. She called out for her mother, but only the echoes answered. She was alone. Julianne was surrounded by the grim reality of the crash. Debris and the belongings of other passengers were scattered everywhere. But there were no other survivors. For a girl of 17, the shock and terror would have been paralyzing for most. But Julianne was not most girls. Having grown up with her zoologist's parents at a research station in the Amazon, she possessed a unique set of survival skills. Her father had taught her a crucial rule of the jungle. If you're lost, follow water downstream. It will eventually lead to a larger river, and where there are rivers, there are people. With this knowledge as her only guide, she found a small stream and began to walk. Her only food was a small bag of candy she found in the wreckage. She drank from the streams, careful to avoid stagnant water. The jungle was a living nightmare. She wore only a torn mini dress and one sandal. The heat was suffocating, the humidity relentless. At night, the temperature dropped, leaving her shivering and exposed. She was constantly attacked by swarms of insects. Leeches and mosquitoes feasted on her, and flies laid eggs in her open wounds, causing maggots to burrow into her skin. She encountered snakes, spiders, and saw crocodiles in the water. Every step was a battle against pain, fear, and exhaustion. Days blurred into one another. The candy ran out. Hunger gnawed at her. Her wounds became severely infected. Yet, she kept walking, driven by a primal instinct to live. After 9 agonizing days, the small stream she had been following led her to a larger river. The hope that had been flickering within her grew a little stronger. This was a significant milestone. She followed the riverbank, and on the 10th day, she stumbled upon a small, abandoned hut and a motorized canoe tied up nearby. It was the first sign of human civilization she had seen since the crash. She was too weak to move the boat, but she knew someone would eventually return for it. She found a gallon of gasoline in the hut. Remembering another lesson from her father, she poured some gasoline on her wounds. The pain was excruciating, but the fuel acted as a disinfectant, forcing dozens of maggots out of her arm. She spent the night in the hut, unable to sleep, tormented by the pain but clinging to the hope of rescue. The next morning, her 11th day in the wilderness, she heard voices. 3 local lumberjacks returning to their camp were stunned to find a ghostly figure, a young girl, pale, mud-caked, and ravaged by insect bites. They thought she was a water spirit from local folklore, but Julianne spoke to them in Spanish, explaining who she was. The men, though shocked, tended to her wounds, gave her food, and took her by canoe on a 7-hour journey to the nearest village. From there, she was airlifted to a hospital. Doctors were astounded. They called her survival a modern-day miracle. Julianne Kopke was the sole survivor of LAN. Flight 508. Her story of survival is not just about luck. It's a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of knowledge. Her jungle upbringing gave her the tools, but her own courage and sheer refusal to give up are what carried her through 11 days of hell on Earth. She went on to follow in her parents' footsteps, becoming a respected zoologist in Germany, dedicating her life to studying the very rainforest that almost claimed it. Her journey reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, the will to live can conquer the most impossible odds. She didn't just survive. She walked out of the darkness and into the light, forever changed but unbroken. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you were inspired by this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to World Adventures for more tales of survival and exploration. See you next time.